Here's the thing though, being a billionaire changed my life at only 20. So look at it right now. I'm 20, I think like a billionaire, I act like a billionaire, and I'm a billionaire. And it's like, seriously, what other 20-year-old do you know is in my actual position? What other 20-year-old do you know who runs a marketing agency, is very profitable, plays with multiple other stuff just because I got given the core fundamentals of knowing how to market, understanding sales, and knowing, what the customer needs, what they want, and how they can actually convert over. That's how I got it. I put in the time, energy, and effort. I've been running this business since the age of 16. For anyone who knows more about my story, you guys will know basically the shit that I've been through, what I've been trying to do, and how I've been trying to, move everything forward more and more and more. Because it's like, well, what would I do if I'm in your position? What would I do? What is the answer that you need to solve to actually help you move it forward more and more and more? Okay, cool. So most of you guys know the answer to it. What's the answer? The answer is work. Or if any of you guys are also like stuck in that same sort of area, basically just call, get a bit of help, or just, even worst case, I could just tell you, hey, you just need to fix up this or that, and then it works out great for both of us. But yeah, what I'm saying is you guys understand what you need to do. You guys know what you need to do to then improve your life. So why haven't you guys done that? Like, the biggest thing is that I've learned is that consistent action is always better than no action. You're better off posting once a week than not doing no videos a week. You're better off doing 1 20-minute, 5-minute, 2-minute video than you having nothing out there at all, having no one else know who you are. You're better off doing that, because at least then you're actually moving in a direction. At least it's forward a bit more, better than nothing. But as long as you're moving forward, you're actually starting to create that dream life. Because here's the thing, no one ever became successful overnight. No one ever became successful overnight. It was through nights, weeks, months, years of just trying and trying and trying. I've got to admit, to an extent, I got lucky. I've been basically putting in the time, energy, and effort in as much as humanly possible. You could essentially say I forced this outcome to happen, because it's like, okay, cool. Would I rather be sitting there doing nothing, thinking about how much I hate my life? Or would I rather be actually building up to create the life that I want and actually create that billionaire lifestyle that I need and that I actually have today? As I said, how many other fucking 20-year-olds do you know that are a billionaire? How many 20-year-olds do you know that are running successful marketing agencies and running many other successful businesses, so then they can actually start to create their dream life? Here's the thing, a lot of you guys haven't even finished off school, haven't finished off uni, or are currently in that stage of trying to find a job of where you need to be, what you want to go, or, want to create that successful business, which I know all the smart people are on here like, cool, I want to create a business, I want to start doing this, I want to start doing that. Those are the smartest people out there. You want to know why? Because they are not working a job. They are not trading their time, 8 years of their life, for a degree. Do you know how long 8 years is? Do you know how long 8 years is? I'm not just saying it to be smart, I'm just saying it because that's a ton of time. You're essentially wasting a 12th of your life on what? Maybe getting a certification, getting fully qualified, understanding what you need to do and how you need to actually attack it. It's seriously, you people have to understand that one of the best things you can do is start a business. One of the best things you can do is get someone to coach you and guide you and mentor you towards getting that goal that you really, really want. And I'm seriously, I've spent over $170,000 on coaching as of today. I currently have $30,000 down for one of my coaches. Which I need to pay for one of my coaches. I currently have obviously I'm going to sort them out anyway. But yeah. But you get what I'm saying. You guys got to consistently invest, reinvest, and just keep on learning more and more skills, more and more frameworks on how you can slowly evolve, adapt, and grow as an individual and as a human being. It works the exact same way in business. Like, seriously, if I didn't spend so much time creating content, doing videos, trying to get up my personal brand, trying to get up my actual marketing, I wouldn't have got to where I was. I wouldn't have got referrals. I wouldn't have got access to numbers to people who I need. I wouldn't have got access to what I needed to get access to. That's what you people got to realize. It honestly takes most people, without a coach, it honestly takes most people about 10 years to become a millionaire. You're just doing the same stuff every single day for about 10 years straight. Can you imagine doing that? That's how long your degree takes. That's how long your degree takes. Or would you rather learn from a 20-year-old who literally sees himself as a billionaire, will literally do the actions required every single time, every single day, and have no questions asked about it, and be like, okay, cool, this is what I need to do, this is how I need to attack it. Okay, cool, this is how I need to attack this new plan, this is where I need to go, this is where I need to be, this is what I need to say, and this is how I can then improve my conversions. Because really, you people have to realize is that sales is a game of building rapport, building relationships, and actually trying to help people move from their position of pain to the position of where they need to be. It works the exact same way in marketing. You are showing people and guiding people towards the light of what they need help with, where they need to go, what they need to say, where they need to go, obviously where they need to be, and also on like a few other factors, like what's the service, what product do they need, and like many other factors. But the point is that marketing and sales are very, very similar. They're virtually the same thing. You need to learn them both, because you won't end up becoming a billionaire and actually, as I said, like living a life like me, because you don't understand marketing and sales. There are two key fundamentals to every single type of business. It is marketing and it is sales. That's where you need to go, that's where you need to be, and that's where all the money's at. You have no idea some of the transactions I have done. You don't even need to know the numbers on them. All you need to know, I've had some 5-figure transactions. We're trying to go for a 6-figure one, but yeah, it's like, this should be where you want to go, because it's like, okay, if I can bring in 15, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month from dealing with one customer, how could this change my life? Where could I go? Where could I be? And where do I need to go from here? This is the most important thing you need to learn, and the most important, factor to getting those high quality clients, which can literally end up just changing your whole entire experience of life, money, and essentially just playing the game and playing the system the way you've been playing it. And also, that's why I'm here to help you, because as I said earlier, instead of you guys spending tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of time learning, figuring out the basics of what you need to go, what you need to do, where you need to go, how you need to figure out how to attack this, why not just learn from me? Someone who is running a successful marketing agency that's making over 6 figures a year, got multiple high-paying customers, and also made $25,000 from his first YouTube video. What should that tell you? I'm currently going up for $500,000 a year. That's where I'm going to. It's not even that much. $500,000 blow that on a car today if I wanted to. I could blow that on, I don't know, maybe a bot, I don't know, maybe a boat, literally maybe a bot that can just start doing tasks for me. Maybe even a house. It is so easy to spend money these days. This is why you guys need to actually understand the skills. And also, just to let you guys know, I was actually in your position before. So I first started my marketing agency when I was 16. I had my first job. I still actually ended up doing a marketing agency, ended up doing my first job, doing outreach, being told like I never want to see you again, blah, blah, blah. You know all the fun that you've dealt with outreach. Trust me, I've been through that. I've done that many, many, many times, and it's like, if you don't understand how to do it right, what's the point of you people even doing it all? Like, obviously, yes, you will get some success with it, but you should learn what systems you need to actually implement, what you need to say, what you need to actually build up with these people, so then you can start producing better and better results for you and your client. Because the whole point of you charging your clients high ticket is to actually help them with an outcome and guarantee that outcome of happening. Whole point of charging high ticket is to make sure you can be like, okay, cool, I'm going to offer you this. This is my price. I'm not going to change it. This is what my service is. You know, I know, and I'm going to offer you a professional, personalized service. It's not just any basic sort of service. It's not like, you know, the hunt people who do like $99 a month marketing, which is an absolute waste of space. It's like, cool, would you rather get hundreds of high quality leads, basically improve your paycheck for the next month? On top of that, would you rather actually learn the best skill that can get you out of any situation? Like, as I said, I was like you. I was working a job, I was broke, I had debt, I had all of that sort of stuff. But because I decided to lock in, decide to learn, decide to train, and then, as I said, just basically I keto all that skills into one, it then made my life better. It then made my life easier, just because it's like, cool, once I understand other people, what they go through, where they need to go, what they need to be, you know, all of that important sort of stuff, I can then sell to them better, because then I understand their pain point, their weaknesses, and everything else they need to learn. And yeah, also during this time, during like literally the time when I was 18, I was also a social worker. I have also dealt with like people with disabilities and all that sort of stuff. It taught me so much, and also because you can literally get any type of character in business as well. So you get to learn all these little nuanced behaviors and all these little, you know, small little features, and how you need to actually figure out how to attack this if I'm going to try and get this person to buy. Or if like, okay, cool, this is my like ideal customer. How can I position it in such a way that I can make more money? How can I change the angle just slightly, or just slightly turn up the salt a little bit more, so then I can then bring in more cash? Or what do I need to say? What do I need to attack? Or how do I need to even frame it to bring in more and more cash? Like, as I said, you got to think about all these little nuanced sections, because people aren't just going to buy from you just because you exist. Yes, it's going to help, because then they've got to look for a brand name and actually understand what you say, what you do, what you believe, and all of that important stuff. But unless they trust you, it's a lot more difficult. It is a ton more difficult. That's why I said, obviously, you changing your positioning slightly, obviously maybe just, you know, turn down that little bit of like polarization a little bit, because then you get people to love you and hate you, and just turn down just a slight bit. That would convert more sales, depending on your industry. Or maybe if you're in an industry that it works really well in, you'd maybe turn it up more, try and get more people to hate you, because you understand the importance of hate is that the more and more people hate you, the more and more you will be spoken about, and the more and more you will actually end up getting into your desired state. Like, the look at Andrew Tate, for example. He is by far the best example of being someone who's dislikable and who has used that as every little point of leverage. I've also done that and made a load of money from it. So what does that tell you? If I can position it in such a way that I can slightly alter something, and then, like, let's just say you're making $20,000, for example, and then slightly alter your positioning, and then increase your price to what? Maybe not price necessarily, but increase it to like 20,000. Oh, you're already making 20,000. Let's just say to 40,000, 60,000 a month. Would you be willing to pay what, $5,000, $10,000 a month just because what, one person just slightly changed how one thing is saw, or did more market research and been like, okay, cool, this is what's happening at the moment, this is what I need to say, this is how I need to attack it, and this is how we can make more and more money. That's essentially marketing for you. Yes, it seems super simple, but you've got to remember, people are complex. Like, you're not just going to be able to understand marketing with like no basic understanding of human psychology, no basic understanding of, you know, how people work, how people think. And obviously you psych majors understand this as well. Like, people have so many other nuances which actually changes the way they see, guide, direct and attack stuff. So it's like, if I was positioned something in a certain way, it's going to turn off one type of person but also get 10 more people in who will buy at it another way because it speaks to them. It's like you speaking to your best mate. You understand how they speak, how they talk, how they act. Marketing works the exact same way, but because you don't understand certain industries, or because you don't even understand what works in that industry, that may be the difference between where you are today to where you need to be tomorrow. And start bringing in those 5, 10, 15, 20, even $30,000 clients a month. Oh yeah, if you want, just booking a call with me. It's one-on-one, you know the drill. Pretty much just help you get from where you are to where you need to be to make an extra 5 to 10k a month. Or just basically just watch the next video here. So watch the My Story over here. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.